So I am back in the mine, as you can see, and I decided to go ahead and take a little tunnel because I need a little bit more coal. I think coal is going to be one of the big parts of using Ars Nouveau, but we can use more than just coal. There's actually two sources of like burnables here, but right here I stumbled upon this. Like, what even is this? Okay, so yeah, there's definitely some chests, which is nice. Got a bunch of ingots and stuff. But yeah, we have a skeleton spawner, which is fantastic. And it looks like there's more spawners. There's got to be, because we have strays. Ah, yeah. There's a spawner. And that's a zombie spawner. And it looks like some music discs. But yeah, this is what I was going after to like just starting out. I wanted to do a little bit of mining. Of course, ran into this thing. But I do have some more plans for today's video. Of course. Oh boy, this is all ice. Get out of here. Look at this. They're all shooting each other now. Hopefully we stopped them. Hopefully there's some good loot in here. Oh yeah, man, it does a really good job of just getting rid of those guys. This is all packed ice. Oh yeah, we got a bunch of stuff. Look at that. And I love these books right here. Like, we have a chance of getting more mana regen and all kinds of good stuff. Oh, just toss all this into our infinite backpack. That's what it feels like. And then look at this. Yeah, see all of these. And there's a snowy temple map. Like, all these maps are going to be helpful as well, especially later on. Look at all the stuff that these guys dropped. So enough of the mining today. I want to work on getting ourselves situated with villagers. Villagers are going to be a huge part of this pack, and we've barely touched it. Now, let's take a look at the map. And we don't normally do this, but over here is a very particular ship. The ones that are angled are going to be the ships that you definitely want to mess with. You might notice this is messed up here. This is actually a biome change from the pack update. It tends to happen in most of these packs that have a lot of biomes, but we need to get to that ship. That ship is very important to me because it should have a spawner on there that is home to a villager or a pillager that will give us emeralds. And that is going to be it's going to be basically our farm for a while. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be moving these guys, but we do have to attack these guys first, who are awful, by the way. Yeah, I feel ya. Stop. Ow. Ow. And it may not be the same spawner. It may be a skeleton. I've seen there's a skeleton down there. I'm hoping that this has the spawner in it. Oh, it's down here. Is this... It's a Vindicator. Yes, that's exactly, I believe, what I want is a Vindicator. Oh, if that's exactly what that is, then we're set. Okay. And these Vindicators aren't like anything super crazy special or anything like that. It's just the fact that they spawn down here. Yes. And Vindicators drop emeralds. So what we could use this for is, yeah, literally we should be able to move this thing. It says there is a tripwire hook here. And here, is it just there for decoration? Oh boy, I hope. Oh no, there's block of coal. Whew, I thought that was going to be TNT for a moment. Okay, yeah, no, it's just for looks. We can go ahead and break this chest, which will obviously give me all the items. And yeah, we got these guys after us, which are pretty rough, right? But they drop emeralds, and all we have to do is get this spawner. Actually, we could probably leave it here and just build around this ship and make ourselves a nice little spawning platform or an area that we can farm these guys, because these guys are going to be a great source of emeralds, 100%, and experience, because yeah, this sword right here with the knowledge of the ages, pretty nice on these guys, especially since they drop emeralds. At this point, I have successfully converted the underground part of the ship. I still have a little bit left to go. As you can see, areas like this need to be raised. And the under part, I'm going to actually drop this down. And then this is all going to lead into an area, I think, over here. And I might even use this column here and have them spawn right here on this column from this down here. Yeah, because it looks like if I stand here, it stays running, but over here, I think is out of the range. So yeah, I see that is off, which should mean that if they get teleported over here, they don't get counted inside of this entity range. So if I put them here, oh, this is going to look so cool. And it's also inside the pirate ship. So I'm going to do the same thing with this farm that I've done with most of them, considering we can't really move the spawner too well. Like I can move the spawner, but I have no real need to move the spawner, honestly. So I'm going to leave it here. I have most of this set up, and I'm thinking what's going to be a good solution is putting water in all 4 corners. When they spawn, they'll hopefully get pushed into the corners, but I'm worried about the water being here. So what I want to do is I want to leave these open, and I don't know if it's going to flush them directly down into the center. So I put the spruce signs. I'm going to do some tests, but first I want to get the warp plates set up so that way I can test and make sure these all work. The warp plate needs to go all the way down in the bottom, and I'm going to try my best to get down there without getting stuck, because yeah, that's going to be a thing. So this warp plate is going to generate a shard, and then I should be able to just get myself back up here. Perfect. And then I'll take this shard, and I believe it needs to go into this warp plate, or the other way around. It might be the other way around. This one I think needs to go into that one. Either way, I don't want this one to have a crystal in it. Okay, so I think it's this one goes in here. Go ahead and do this again. Oh no, he fell down there. I'm sorry, there's nothing for you down there. Except for that. Oh yeah, well I guess that was our test subject. Yeah, look at him. Ended up right over there. Perfect. So that completes that. And of course, we don't want anything on this warp plate. We just want the things to spawn in here and be good. Perfect. And this is going to be filled with glass. Now, let's test the water and see what it looks like when I do this. So I'll put the water in all 4 corners. What I want is it to be able to push me. If it can push me into the area, then I know it's gonna work. I wanted to make sure that they don't get stuck in the hole as well. So I could make it larger. It doesn't really matter. So yeah, they fall in here. Blah, blah, blah. They get washed into the center. Super slow, actually, right here. Maybe I want to change that. And they end up getting teleported right here. All right, now what about the corner? Like, what if I just go straight to the corner? Is my head going to get stuck here or anything? Doesn't seem like it, but of course, they're going to be kind of jumping and stuff. I mean, this could work. I think this will be fine. I'm pretty sure if I break this, I'm going to spawn in here, but of course they are too. Let's go ahead and get this up. And there we go. They're already spawning in here, and I haven't even put the glass in to make it dark. Yeah, look at that. They're getting teleported. And that is going to be perfect, especially when we get like higher looting. Of course, I can do looting as well with this mod. I'm also thinking about potentially putting a chest underneath here. I think a hopper and a chest should be good. So here I am on the ship. I think everything is working just as I would really want it to. They are going exactly into the hole, which is perfect. And they're all ending up right there. So much so that they will entity cram. Yes. Also, I'm getting a favor from Hermes now, which is great because I get other benefits like luck and things like that. That's kind of nice. And it maybe because I'm killing these bad guys. But let's take a look at this spell because I am, of course, a wizard. Let's take a look at this. So I'm using projectile, freeze, and cold snap. These two together are fantastic, but it's not the only route you can go, but it is a safer route to go. Freeze is going to give it slowness. Cold snap is going to do a burst damage. And it's going to cause things that are slow to receive damage as well. You could also go a different route. You could go flame or ignite to set them on fire, and then use flare. It both does the same thing, and then you amplify that. I'm putting fortune down here. I don't really know if that works, but just watch this. So I hit him with that. As soon as the first one dies, or I shoot it again, they're gonna take explosion damage, basically like that. And they should all, yeah, start to blow up. I know with the fire, it works way better. But yeah, just like that. That was a whole pile of them, right? And they're all gone. So this is a great way so far. It seems to get emeralds. I mean, it's not 100% amazing. I think the best way is to use looting on a sword, because to get the emeralds, you really need to do like physical damage to them, or player damage. And I don't know if this is counted as that, but you definitely get some of these books. Like, I mean, I'm getting so many books. It's insane. So remember these cage traps? I was trying to test, is there ways to move villagers around, right? So, oh, did that one not go? So yeah, these are technically, they only need a 1 block space. They look like they need more, right? But they really don't. And so I was thinking, you know, like if these guys are walking or whatever, and I place this down, and let's just say I try to push this guy in. Hopefully I can get it this time, because I mean, villagers are really annoying as far as moving around goes. But yeah, if you get them close enough, the cage trap works. I can pick these up in a cage trap. And look at that. I now have a villager in here whose name is Deborah. Very nice name. And then, yeah. Paulina? Is that right? Paulina? Oh yeah, it's Paulina. So yeah, I now have these villagers trapped, which is awesome because I can start trading with these guys. Now, I do need an area that is pretty blocked off from everything else. Like, this looks like a pretty decent spawn unless it leads to more villagers. Like, I need an area, and like this actually would work. So let's just say we have 2 little areas here, and like I can place one here as well. Maybe, no, that leads off into this. I just need an area so that way I can start rolling trades. That is what I'm going to be up to. Yep. And I think this area is probably going to be a great way to start. Perfect. So now that I have these 2 villagers, it's going to be a little weird actually on how I got to get these. I still have to, like, I guess I can just go ahead and do it this way, right? Let's get a trapdoor. I guess it doesn't matter what kind it is so long as it's not iron. Let's see, any kind of trapdoor. Spruce is usually the way I go. Okay, spruce trapdoors. 2 of these bad boys, they get placed right here because they actually can't move if they're back against this wall. And then I'll turn this into cobble to make it look a little bit nicer. And other than that, I think we're just about ready to go with villagers. Break the floor. So yeah, same on this area. Uh-oh, this opens up into this, but I think that should be fine. I don't think it can interact with anything. But I should be able to place this down. And let's just see if it works. I hit the thing on the top. Does it actually need the space? Like around it? Really? So like, does it need this? I'm gonna go ahead and break the bed just to make sure. Maybe it also needs, you know what? I bet it needs room above. Didn't even think about that. Let's try it over here. Ah, yeah. So that's all it needs. And then I can safely pick up the box just like that. So yeah, it actually doesn't need the walls like that. Perfect. They just needed that space above, right? And there we go. This is how we're going to move villagers. It's honestly going to be one of the best ways, I think. There is a tool that is one of these mods, but we unfortunately can't really get it because the mob spawners don't drop the shards, unfortunately. I don't know if it's a bug or intended. It's probably intended, so you can't just pick up mobs, I guess. But it's a great tool for moving mobs around, and you can't do it. If you take a look at spawner shards, these things right here, the spawner traps, normally you would use this with some arcane to make this, and this would drop from mob spawners. I just don't know if the other mod, this mod, is overriding the fact that these drop. Maybe these require something special. I don't actually know. I should probably check their wiki and see if they've changed that mod, but it's been a while since I've used that mod. So, yep, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to block this guy in, and I'm going to go ahead and start with these trades, and placing this down should hopefully get this bad boy to change sooner or later, once the time's right. Perfect. I now have a librarian, but of course, just like good old times, I've got to roll, and I've got to keep rolling this and rolling this and rolling. And yeah, hopefully this will work. Usually it does it quickly, but it's taking some time, it seems. Aha. Now I got this guy on a roll. There we go. So I just keep rolling this over and over, and I'm looking for a looting. That's honestly one of the main ones I'm after. I don't have to worry about mending with this armor. I mean, I could use mending for a sword, but I'm really looking for a couple of things, mainly looting. That's like one of the best things I think that's going to get us started with all the villager trades. So I know I said I wanted looting, and that's what I wanted, but I did run across a Bane of Illagers book that is definitely worth it. This will allow us to one-shot them. So this in combination, hopefully, with a looting book soon, which I'm going to start working on this villager now. Hopefully we should be able to get that soon, but man, it's taken me a lot of rolls. I wish I could count. I mean, it's a lot. I wish I could like just let you guys understand how long this actually took to get this villager. Okay, because of all of the other enchants that are in here, the chance to roll looting is a lot different, and I rolled looting 5, which is insane. I love that, and it's really cheap, but it took a long time. I mean, I wish I could explain how long it took me just sitting here rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling some more, but I'm super happy because this is going to propel us through emeralds. This really opens up a lot. Thank goodness, now that we have both of these. So what else could we potentially do that would be nice? So we already have Bane here, which is fantastic. Bane 6. And then right here we have looting. By the way, I also ran across a Bane of Illagers 9, which would have been really nice to get as well. But I was already rolling that, and I was like, oh, there's no way I'm going to be restarting this. And I also went past like Fortune 5, and I also rolled past like a very insane just a crazy number. I think it was like a 9 or a 7. It was something really high that was a efficiency, and I knew that in my past experience with efficiencies in these packs, once you go above a certain efficiency, things just become crazy, and like you start getting ghost blocks and all kinds of crazy stuff that is not intended in Minecraft, which really sucks. But right here we have our looting. Oh goodness. So we can put this on a sword. Now I almost wonder if looting can be compounded with knowledge of the ages. So like, could we potentially make 2 swords, one that has all of the same enchants, right? Let's actually grab some more emeralds real quick, because I think I'm going to buy another one of these books, and then I'm also going to buy another looting book, because I think we can also use this as an XP farm, similar to the Wither Skeleton one that we set up. So let's go back home and let's test this out. Like, we should be able to combine this, and I think I only have knowledge of the ages. I think I have a knowledge of the ages book. Yeah, 3, which isn't the greatest knowledge of the ages for like getting large quantities of experience, but it's better than nothing. Like, getting that book is best to be gathered from the villagers in the same form that we just spent. But I'm not as worried about that as I am at getting emeralds, because that opens up a plethora of blocks and stuff that we can trade with. So I was just checking out some bags, and as you can see, I just received a bunch of stuff. These smelter bags are actually pretty nice. Smelter party bags. Look at this. I got netherite ingot from that, a fiery ingot. We got falsite from Blue Skies. Like, you can get all kinds of stuff. I even got a Neptunium through that, which is crazy, which is like usually pretty difficult to get with fishing. These, yeah, use your bags. They are worth it. There are all kinds of bags as well, and like, the more I farm all of these things, the more bags I'm going to get. So this is also another great method. Like, just, you get so much stuff from these bags. It's insane. So I'll use this for testing later on. I only really need 2 of them, so go ahead and do this. And the main goal, of course, was to get this. So like I said, I do plan on making another sword that is going to be a bit different. We can put these 2 together, right? And then slap that on here. Oh, it requires 17 levels. Okay, I can fix this. I can fix this. All right. All we need is XP, and luckily I have a ton of these. So that helps me out. Look at that. So now that I have this Now let's go test this out. I think the only thing that can make this better is like a sweeping edge, right? Because that way we can hit more. Do I have a sweeping edge? I do have a sweeping edge. I don't have anything else that just like has more than that. And you know what? I'm going to use it. Use that on there. It's going to require 7. And I'll just throw in some more XP orbs down here. Look at that. There we go. Sweeping it. I think that's going to be great. This sword is going to be so powerful for destroying these guys. So with the sun rising, I believe it's rising, yeah, we can go ahead and test the sword out. I'm excited. At the moment, there's nothing in here, and we have nothing inside here, and there's quite a few entities that's built up. Not enough to of course, destroy each other, but look at that. 1 swipe, 2 swipes, and they are wrecked. Oh my. That was 9 emeralds. Did that boost any? Oh, there's all the emeralds. Never mind. Oh my gosh. 34 emeralds from literally standing here less than 30 seconds. By the way, those were just built up from me just coming over here. Notice I've killed a lot of these guys, and we do have our kites up in the air for it. Ooh, we have specials here. Some of these guys can actually reflect damage back to me. But yeah, they drop the books, and I'm so excited because if I farm this for a while, right? I stand here and I farm it. There's a good chance that we can actually get some really OP books, like, which I will totally take. So here I am back, and well, all I have to do is place down the villager right here, and I think I can go ahead and put the post in here as well. You know what? If I do that, it's going to be kind of difficult, but I think it should be fine. Let's go ahead and hit the button, pick this up, and before it has time to connect to anything, give it something to connect to. And I probably even need to cover it up just to make sure that it definitely connects to that block that I placed down. If you wonder where that is, it's a hunting post, and you're about to find out how powerful this thing is. So there we go. Look at that. We have our hunter. So the hunter is going to be phenomenal for us. So let's take a look at this. Emeralds. Let's go ahead and grab a bunch because we're going to need them to trade this guy up. But first of all, slime balls. Like, how does it get any better than that? Like, first, just slime balls. That's all I got to say. That's not the only crazy thing. This bad boy is about to level up. And as you can see, we're going to get fermented spider eyes. All right. Those are not normally super cheap, and you always got to figure out how to get them, which is usually sugar and mushrooms. But next but not least, magma cream. And I think this guy has a chance to do different stuff, so we may need more than one of these guys. But I love how quickly we can level these guys up. And there's also villager stuff that we can do. No. Yeah, here we are. Blaze rods. That's right. This guy trades blaze rods. Oh, you know that blaze farm that I built? You know, why didn't I do this? What's wrong with me? And you know what's even better than that? Gas tears. Yes. This guy literally sells rabbit's feet and gas tears. And rabbit's feet, believe it or not, are crazy powerful. Because we can use them to make the glyphs, which technically would be used to make looting, which I know we've already got a looting villager, but still, it could be used for those crafts. And yeah, other things. This is pretty awesome. So are resources going to be hard to get in the future? I think not. I think this has definitely solved at least one of the major mob issues that is kind of limiting us. But we have lots to overcome in the future as well. So guys, of course, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I do want to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video. And that, my friends, is going to be a huge, I don't know why I always capitalize the H. Thanks to Impetuous Bliss. Thank you so much for your amazing support over on the Patrons. Of course, guys, if you're interested in becoming a patron yourself, you can find that linked down in the description below. Guys, I hope you enjoyed. And of course, if you did, be sure to smash that subscribe button if you haven't already, and give this video a huge thumbs up. And guys, be sure to check out my second channel. I do have a second channel. It is linked down in the description below. It is called Chosen Live. You can also search that up. I do post my edited down Twitch VODs over there. So if you'd be interested in checking out those videos, then there you go. It's all linked down, just in case you didn't know. Of course, if you made it to the end of this video, then you're probably one of those people. Anyways, thank you so much, guys. Of course, we'll see you in the next episode. And as always, thanks for watching.